Father Hesburgh and the great faculty of Notre Dame, to those who've been honored this afternoon with the degree from your great university, to the graduate and undergraduate group, who I understand is the largest in the history of this great institution, to friends and parents, thank you for that welcome. I'm very glad to be with you. You may have started a new graduation trend, which I don't deplore, that is throwing peanuts on graduation day. The more that are used or consumed, the higher the price goes. I really did appreciate the great honor bestowed upon me this afternoon. My other degree is blue and gold from the Navy, and I want to let you know that I do feel a kinship with those who are assembled here this afternoon. I was a little taken aback by the comment that I had brought a new accent to the White House. In the minds of many people in our country, for the first time in almost 150 years, there is no accent. I try to think of a story that would illustrate 2 points simultaneously and also be brief, which is kind of a difficult assignment. I was sitting on the Truman balcony the other night with my good friend Charles Curbo, who told me about a man who was arrested and taken to court for being drunk and for setting a bed on fire. When the judge asked him how he pled, he said, "Not guilty." He said, "I was drunk, but the bed was on fire when I got in it." I think most of the graduates can draw the parallel between that statement and what you're approaching after this graduation exercise, but there are 2 points to that. And I'll come to the other one in just a few minutes. In his 25 years as president of Notre Dame, Father Hesburgh has spoken more consistently and more effectively in the support of the rights of human beings than any other person I know. His interest in the Notre Dame Center for Civil Rights has never wavered, and he played an important role in broadening the scope of the center's work. And I visited there last fall to see. This work includes now all people in the world, as shown by last month's conference here on human rights and American foreign policy. And that concern has been demonstrated again today in a vivid fashion by the selection of Bishop Donald Lamont, Paul Cardinal Arntz, and Stephen Cardinal Kim to receive honorary degrees. In their fight for human freedoms in Rhodesia, Brazil, and South Korea, these 3 religious leaders typify all that is best in their countries and in our church. I'm honored to join you in recognizing their dedication, their personal sacrifice, and their supreme courage. Quite often, brave men like these are castigated and sometimes punished, sometimes even put to death, because they enter the realm where human rights is a struggle. And sometimes they are blamed for the very circumstance which they help to dramatize. But it's been there for a long time. And the flames which they seek to extinguish concern us all and are increasingly visible around the world. Last week I spoke in California about the domestic agenda for our nation, to provide more efficiently for the needs of our people, to demonstrate against the dark faith of our times that our government can be both competent and more humane. But I want to speak to you today about the strands that connect our actions overseas with our essential character as a nation. I believe we can have a foreign policy that is democratic, that is based on fundamental values, and that uses power and influence, which we have, for humane purposes. We can also have a foreign policy that the American people both support and, for a change, know about and understand. I have a quiet confidence in our own political system. Because we know that democracy works, we can reject the arguments of those rulers who deny human rights to their people. We are confident that democracy's example will be compelling, and so we seek to bring that example closer to those from whom, in the past few years, we have been separated and who are not yet convinced about the advantages of our kind of life.